floor on the LeMans. I'm getting ready to cut out some pieces here. I got my new, one of my new panels right there. And yeah, we're going to start cutting her out. I got floor bases mostly drilled out some spot welds. But the rest of it can just be cut. So we're going to start with that and see how it goes. And we'll bring you back and show you what we got. Alrighty, made short work of that. Got a section in the back removed and the piece in the front there. Started out with a new disc and we got right down to the guard, so I had to finish up with loose little reciprocating saw. It actually works pretty good, but the batteries are getting old on it, so it tires out fast, but it cuts very well. So yep, front one's out, back one's out, and so we just got to get the middle out. So swap out the disc and then we'll bring you back and give you an update. Alrighty, a new grinder just made short work of that. And now it's all cut out. And we'll keep going. Alrighty, another update here at where the cross braces anchored to the inside of the rocker. There was pretty good hole there, so I cut that out. I'll make a patch up and weld that in. That's the front cross member body brace. Here's the back one. It's pretty gone, so that too I'll make a patch, weld that in, grind that all flush. And then up here in the front, if you can see that or not, but inside of the rocker up there in the front there is kind of rusty, so I'll have to cut that out. I'll weld a piece of metal in there too. So other than that, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's going to do it for right now. I'll bring it back when I got an update. I have one update here. I have these holes patched. A small patch on that one, and a bigger patch on that one, and got those little ground flush smooth. So moving on, I have a hole up here in the floor. It was above where the body bolt goes through. I cut an X in there and to get at the nut to heat it up, and that's pretty punky, so I'll probably cut that out and weld a patch in there. And it's been grinding on these other floor patches that I put in a few days back, so that's about it for now. We'll update you when I got something new. Here's the piece above the body mount front cross member that I cut out and ended up making this patch and welding it in, and try to duplicate that little dimple that I had on this one. Just use my press and a couple sockets, but I got that welded in. You can see the holes from the spot welds I cut out for that front cross member. And over on the other side I did get, I don't know if I showed this or not, but I got those holes patched where the cross members anchors to the inner rocker. They were rusted out, so made patches, welded those in, and getting pretty close to setting this thing in there. I got some more cutting to do up there in the front, so I'm going to get those cross members clamped in, I think, and see what it looks like. Oh, one other thing, here's my spot weld setup here. I used this little centering drill because it's short and it holds up well. You can put a lot of pressure on it. Won't break the end off. And then here's the spot weld. Let's see if I can get it better. Come on, focus. There you go. Spot weld cutter. It's held up good. I cut all these spot welds out, and I'm still using the original cutter end. So it's got a double one. I bought a pack of them on eBay, so I use that, and I've been spraying it with this BG Inforce because it's kind of foaming, so it works good. Keeps that thing cool, keeps it sharp, and yeah, we'll bring you back when we get more. Starting to get some fitment in the floor here. I keep cutting it down, trying to get it to fit. Had to leave that piece long because I had some corrosion at the top of that tunnel, but got that there, and then take you down and show you the underneath the car here. Not sure how much you're going to see of this, but Trying to get the floor brace so you can see it. And there's where I had to cut the floor out, bad part out. Again, nothing's fastened yet, it's just laying in there, but there's the other side. And up in through there, we've got one of the seat belt bolts. Just to fasten it to the floor, that's the existing floor. So keep working at that, and making progress. There's a test fitting of the floor brace against that replacement floor pan. Got it clamped in there just to see how everything lines up. And let me take this off and I'll show you where I did on the drilling the holes. Okay, here's some holes I drilled. I'm going to do some plug welds from the top side, obviously. This is the bottom of the replacement pan, so I drilled holes and then enlarged them with my step drill. So that'll get all put back in and lined up, and we'll update you when I got something new. Here's why I like using a power punch versus a drill bit for doing the holes for the plug welds. Now, on the sides, you can use the power punch because it's got that much throat depth, but down the middle you have to use a drill bit. And with the power punch, it makes a pretty clean hole. But with the drill bit, you've got all the shrapnel sticking through. So then what I usually do is chuck this up in my drill and go through and try to deburr it that way. It just takes longer, but sometimes you have to do it that way because you can't get the power punch in there. But so we'll carry on. Well, hopefully this thing's in for the last time and gets welded today. So I've got it set in there. I got my screws securing it down. I got some bolts in where this is where the seat belt bolts in through. I got that holding together. I got this cut because I can't cut it and peel out the piece afterward, after the fact. So got that cut. So the plan is to spot weld the perimeter and then go back and take a cutoff wheel and cut it on a 45 and then push this back till it's flush and then weld that. It'll be welded continuously, and then this piece that I cut on the back side, that'll drop out the back, and I'll show you that once I get to that point. So anyway, it's been a long road getting this thing fitted in here and welded, so I'll bring it back when I got it going. Another update here, we got everything welded in. Spot weld everything first, and then, like I said earlier, one just cut out the pieces here and they drop out the back. There's that one, and here's the one for the, here's the one for the back piece. All there. So, have to probably grind all that smooth and then go around with a light and probably check for pinholes, get all the pinholes welded up. Got my spots here in the middle over the floor brace, and then over on this side where I did a bunch of patching earlier. Weld some patches in there. Probably should have put a panel in there, but anyway, that's done, and those are all welded in. And we'll grind all that smooth, and it'll look like it never been rusty. Alright, next time you see this, it should be smooth. Got some sanding done, grinding done, got it all smoothed out there. All my plug welds ground. Did plug welds along the top of the rocker. So yeah, it was a long road, but glad I finally got it in there. And still have to do the front, but that was the general idea. Hope you enjoyed it. I think we're going to cut this video off right here. It's plenty long as it is, and I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, but this is the way I did it, and I'm really happy the way it turned out. Thanks for watching.